Nothing's better than the present. Like the time is now, regardless of how much we want to prepare, we want to prep, we want to get things ready for the exact moment when something happens. You never know. Part of the story, present and ongoing. We got tuned in here with the one and only. Peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S.S here with another wow words of wisdom. And today's words of wisdom and phrase, which came from inside in my brain, but it could also be a phrase that's already out there. The phrase is take heed to what others are saying with open ears. So, this thought and this phrase came to my head for a few reasons. Again, this is me being observant of what's happening with myself as well as what's happening in the world and around just the globe in general, whether if it's wars of attrition, there's corruption, there's danger, where there's peace, many different things. But reason why I thought of this phrase personally, there's been many things that I've still been overcoming and working on and taking advice from people. Sometimes sometimes you think you understand something so well that when somebody tries to give you advice, you don't necessarily really listen to it. You're just like you'll brush it off and be like, I appreciate it, but I don't really necessarily need it. But I've been very cognizant, very aware of that, to a point that it just reminded me that when somebody is speaking to you and you're taking heed to what others are saying with open ears, there's actually a message that's being sent, whether you say from God, universe, whatever you subscribe to. They're sending a message, and the message is prevalent and important to what you're doing right now. It's basically they're mirroring what you're needing through what they're saying. So once I was hearing this advice from a few other people, whether if it was about job opportunities, whether if it's about content that I'm working on, or health, fitness, business, that type of advice, I started to, not started, but it reminded me to listen in and really take it in, because a part of myself at times likes to like push away in a sense of I'm not there at that level yet, so why should I even try it, when that's not necessarily the case, because nothing's better than the present. Like the time is now, regardless of how much we want to prepare, we want to prep, we want to get things ready for the exact moment when something happens. You never know. You never know when it's going to happen. So why not give it a try? Again, failure is one of the greatest teachers. One of observation being another one. And then again, taking heed to what others are saying with open ears. Because you're going to catch some gems that actually apply to your life and apply to you right at the moment. But if you're not open to it and you're not aware in picking up those keys and signs, you'll miss out on something grand and amazing for yourself. So I give a story. So one of those times that I was paying attention and understanding and hearing the signs when someone was talking to me was based off of health. So I've been back and forth with like working on my physical health as well as what I eat. I've learned a lot of the information. I have a lot of the books, like I have Eat to Live. I have books by like very prolific black authors and just other people in general that I have it. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I got all this knowledge for it. So whenever I decide to tap into it, I'm going to be able to use it and I'll be good to go. And when I was speaking with the homie and he was telling me about what he was doing calisthenic wise and what he was eating and how he was using his portions of like food and meal prepping, I'm already in my head like, bro, I already know about all of that stuff. Like, I'm good. Like, I understand that. That's really what I like to do. I don't like to go to the gym. I want to stay on calisthenics because I want to be able to have enough strength in my body first before I start going and lifting weights and relying on that. But as I start to really listen into what he was explaining and what he was understanding, and I decided to, take it in and really just be there, open and listen, it started to remind me of my why of why health is so important and working out is so important and being able to push a lot of the information away because you can grab so much knowledge and so much information, but if you don't take time to use it properly, or it can overwhelm you, is what we call analysis paralysis. And that was what was going on with me. And when I talked to him, he helped me simplify a lot of the stuff that I already had and knew, and really motivated me to be like, you know what, like, even if I'm doing X, Y, and Z, or in this particular case, trying to work out 5 to plus times a week, knowing sometimes that can be unreasonable, but work my way towards that in small increments, I can get back into the routine of working out, but not only just because I want to work out, but make it into a lifestyle. So when he talked about all that stuff, it just reminded me again, yeah, shoot, this was the message that I needed to hear, while at the same time it didn't matter it was coming from him, but it was even more important that it was coming from him because it's just somebody that not only that's my peer, but also that's, a brother to me. So it just motivated me to be, again, open and take heed to what others are saying with open ears. Because there's going to be times where you got to be able to filter out what people are saying to get the gist. But then there's other times that some people are just saying complete nonsense and it doesn't apply. But being aware and willing to listen, you get to pick up a lot of wisdom. You get to pick up a lot of understanding, as well as just information about the world and what's around you. So I challenge myself there, and I continue to challenge myself every day to be able to do so, just because of how important that can not only help build myself, but just build my understanding of things and people. So my challenge to y'all, as I'm still challenging myself, is take heed, listen to some of those people that's in your life with an open ear, even if they may annoy you, even if you think they have nothing to really say or give. Really listen so you can have a better understanding of not only where they're coming from, but also what their story is, because even that story might be something relevant to yours right now, because there's a lot of struggles that we go through as people and as a person that we think we're the only ones doing that. But once people share their stories and share where they are currently, you're able to relate and be able to understand them better. So I challenge y'all to take heed to what others are saying and do that with an open mind, with open ears. Other than that, I can keep saying more. Thank y'all for listening. This has been another episode of Words of Wisdom. If y'all have any that y'all want to drop down, share some words of wisdom, maybe share some phrases or some sayings that get you through the day, that help you improve yourself and keep you rooted in what you're doing and improving. Put them down in the comments. But it's been your brother A.D.V.I.S.S. Grateful for y'all listening. Don't forget to keep your pace and have fun, which is patience, awareness, consistency, and empathy, and have fun, which is foster understanding naturally. I'm out.